We don't necessarily have to be dealing with a huge loss to feel as though we just need a bit of escape from our everyday life. Hi, I'm Melanie, and my Monday morning message number 28, I want to talk about the need for escape when you're newly grieving. I remember early in the first few weeks after Garrett died, we were sitting around our house looking at all of his things and his empty room, and we had just had it. And we just decided, you know, let's take the kids, we'll go to the city, stay at a hotel with water slides, and just run away for a day. And so that is what we did. And that night we went out for supper, and we took them to a fast food restaurant, of course, with the Playland. And so the kids were in Playland, and I was standing in line waiting to buy food, and I heard a child scream in Playland. And of course, every mom turned around to look. And the man in front of me turned around and said, "Oh, it's okay. If they're screaming, at least you know that they're alive." And it was at that minute that I just wanted to be back in my house. I wanted to be back in my little town where everybody knew that my son had just died, and no one would have said that to me. And it made me realize that even though I needed to run away for a few minutes, I also wanted to come back. I know there was, at one point, I was in the middle of a conversation with some people talking about another couple who had just had a recent loss in their family, who immediately took a Mexican vacation for 3 weeks. And of course, there was like this judgment in the conversation around me where people thought, was that really the right thing to do? And I regret at that time I didn't stand up and say, you mind your own business. If that is what they need and they need that escape, then you just let them be. Because I've learned over the last 11 years, there is no manual, there is no right path, and we all have to make the choices in our grieving journey that are right for us. And I thought that running away for a day was really what I needed. And as much as it was a little comforting, we did get away. I think it was very good for our kids to start to feel a little normal again. But it was a long time before Jerry and I felt normal. I'm recording this video on what should be my Garrett's 19th birthday. And honestly, I spent this morning crying over his photo albums, going through the trunk of things that I've saved of him, wrapped up in the quilt that I have made out of his clothes, and I watched Captain Underpants. Because that was one of his favorites. Tonight we'll have company here, and we will shoot off 19 fireworks that has become our tradition, and eat ice cream cake. And tomorrow I'm going to spend the day at the spa with 3 of my favorite people as a kind of escape. And so as much as I said in the early days I needed an escape and a runaway, 11 years later, I still need it once in a while. So whatever an escape looks like for you, don't hesitate to do that. And don't let all those conversations that you heard over the years from other people sway your decision. You really do need to do what is right for you. Thank you for being here today. I will talk to you next week.